What's up, Wolfpack fam? It's your boy Kid back at it again. Hope you're doing well. Continue our Robot Wars journey with Heat J. Grab your snacks, kick back, and relax. And hopefully we'll have a good battle. That's what we're hoping for, boys and girls.
Last time we started our search to fill the series' second semi-final. The balloon went up on Destructor Bubble and Centurion's Roman Road led straight to the pitch. Kilohertz had a swinging time. Little Eric, though, was making good progress, and Small Talk got torched, bashed, bullied, and beaten. But in the heat final, Splinter was too strong. Who'll join him from this next heat?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the man who thought a SWAT team was a division of Rent-A-Kill, Craig Charles.
You know, I've never really trusted scientists. I mean, take those guys who perfected cloning. Any normal bloke would have cloned someone like Pamela Anderson. But no, they clone a sheep. And is it me? Oh, don't all sheep look the same anyway? Luckily, there's nothing weird about the science you find on Robot Wars. Okay, so our roboteers are all psychos, and there's one or two beards floating around. But at least the local wildlife doesn't have to panic. Let's see who's in for a fleecing tonight.
Going to be a terrific battle tonight, Craig. The two seeds, well, Stinger, number 30, meets Spikosaurus and Bulldog Breed 2, and Bigger Brother, our number 14 seeds against Claude Hopper, and Hammer and Tong in the pits right now with Jules.
Go.
Ready to scrap some metal in the melees. Hammer and Tong from Lincoln. This is a unique device. It is an axe and a flipper, all in one.
That's right.
Unique, well done, guys. Two Strimmer engines here, you can see, this lovely bulletproof plastic.
We hope.
We hope. That'll be good. And the Claude Hopper. This is actually a walker, is it not?
Yes.
Why did you choose to build a walker?
Basically, walkers are allowed to be heavier than standard robots, so hopefully the weight will give us some advantage.
And that walks at the same speed as a human, so it can't get into trouble very quickly or out. So if it gets stuck in the CPZ, who knows, in the hands of Sir Killalot. The Bigger Brother team are back. What are you doing with that? What is it?
Hairspray.
Hairspray. Why?
It's got more hair than I have.
Hello, Joe.
Hello.
How do you describe your robot?
A nightmare in metal.
Yes! A nightmare. And may all your dreams come true.
Here we go, all you galvanised grapple fans. Let the wars begin.
From Bideford in Devon, Claude Hopper.
Two mechanically powered claws give it half the name. Hopper, well, this is a walker machine with its steel and aluminium and other parts from a local scrap heap. Will it hop to the very top, or will the mighty 138 kilos weigh it down?
Hello, I'm Andrew. This is my son, Joshua. This is Nick, and this is our robot, Claude Hopper. As you can see, this robot has no wheels, because it's a walking robot. It uses these spikes to get grip and absorb impacts on the ground. Its main weapons are these big spikes, which hopefully will cause some damage. It's very noisy, and it tends to hop along. It pivots around a central point in order to steer. Hence its name, Claude Hopper.
From Market Racing in Lincolnshire, Hammer and Tong.
They brought this robot here on the train, even with its pneumatically driven spiked arm and a flipper scavenged from a mate, actually. Will it be an express route through this heat, or a derailment as Hammer and Tong perhaps get it wrong?
Hello, this is Team Hammer and Tong. I'm Stuart Smith, team captain. This is my son Oliver, the driver, and Paul Schmidt, our chief technician. Oliver's going to tell us a little bit about the weapon, I think.
The weapon can attack from the top, but when it's lowered, the spike will retract and it can be used as a flipper.
It's powered by two one-horse Strimmer engines with belt drive, forward reverse skid steering on all six wheels.
And that's Hammer and Tong.
From Brighton, and seated number 14, Bigger Brother.
A mild-mannered steel shell, but a quick-witted electronic brain and fierce flipper give a truer indication of what Bigger Brother can achieve. This nightmare in metal so nearly made it all the way in the last series. Well, they certainly took the shine and polish off Sir Chromalot early on. An easy victory there. Then Ultor, which had lost its Morning Star flailing mace, and so the mace of Big Brother was good enough. Strangely enough, they then came across Mace itself. That's where the run ended.
Hello, I'm Joe Watts. This is Ian Watts. And our robot's called Bigger Brother. Last year we got far and very far. This time we're going to knock Chaos 2 out. We've got two weapons. These two spikes over here, I've been checking them with my thumb, and this and flip over here. We've got to put this on so if they're very low down, that we can flip them up easily. It can lift or kill a lot, and our water freezes up if we use the flipper too much. And hello everyone, that's Robin Hill.
We're going with the Bigger Brother and Tong. Definitely very interested to see this Walker thing. We'll find out if it is a very bad decision going up into the bout. I'm hoping it's surprises us, but I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, I have my doubts.
Stand by.
And now we're ready with Claude Hopper. And there's the team: Andrew Hughes, Nicholas Clement, Joshua Hughes, Hammer and Tong, Stuart Smith, Oliver Smith, Paul Schmidt, and little Joe Watts, 7.5 now. Bags of experience, you see, and his dad Ian.
3, 2,
Go!
1.
And also the weapons have been tested by little Joe's thumb, so they must be all right then. Claude Hopper making startling progress to the arena centre.
Okay.
Yeah, don't make any plans for next summer's holidays, because Claude Hopper will still be here, very probably. A hop and a bop. Oh, you stop. And in comes Hammer and Tong with a great metal device. It's a combination, as we said, very interesting. Pneumatically driven arm with the spike backing away. Oh, Claude made a very good run there onto the arena flipper, actually on the floor. Did you see it? It's away. Go on, Claude. Across that arena. Great speed. Taking on now, Hammer and Tong, back down, in comes Bigger Brother though, with little Joe and Ian Watts. Little Joe's the weapon operator, he's the tactical expert, don't forget. And flicks up Claude Hopper onto its side, bounces down again on the walkers, and again, over it goes, Claude. Oh, just like a beetle. You want to put it out of his misery though, and the beetle turns over on its back. Who's going to turn Claude Hopper over? Oh dear. Poor old Claude, go on, Bigger Brother, go on, little Joe, get in underneath Hammer and Tong. Once you've beaten these two, Joe can take on the house robots. Today the arena, Joe, tomorrow the world. In underneath Hammer and Tong, smacks down with that great spiked weapon. But Ian Watts, the driver of Bigger Brother, has things very much under control. We know Claude Hopper is out. Oh, despite the bravery, dead metals come in to create rotten damage. Go on, boys, house robots, give it a break. Bigger Brother's got this battle well and truly under control. And Claude Hopper, don't forget, they've got little Joshua as well. He's only 7 from Parkham Primary. The sparks flying on them. Oh, onto the flame pit as well. Andrew Hughes, Joshua's dad, a computer analyst, tries to drive some life into Claude Hopper, but it's all over for the Walker. Anyway, well done to them. Brave entrant, really, into a world of wedges and flying robots across the arena floor. It was a Walker that bounced. Ow! Come down the right way. Would have given us some fun if it just landed the right way.
Just as I feared, wrong competition for him. If it would have been the Walker battle, sure, this would have done good. But my question is, damn, with this guy, did he honestly, legitimately think that he actually had a chance to win in here? Because I honestly feel, and this is gonna come off rude, that it's a wasted spot. You know, he could have had another robot in there and actually had more exciting battle. Honestly, really think that this is a wasted spot. Gave up a spot to, you know, potentially someone. There's like no way that this robot would have had won. You don't even have to be a rocket scientist for this thing. Even though I kind of wanted it to do something, but nah.
Poor old Claude. Oh, aye, Claudius. It's all up for Claude Hopper. Little Joe goes through.
Good job.
Claude Hopper goes belly up and out of the competition.
Well, you were a walking robot, so you had actually a lot more weight on your side, but you still got flips.
Yes, it was quite an amazing flipper that flipped us over there. Even though we weigh in excess of 136 kilograms, we tended to we're easy target for a flipper, unfortunately.
So we need to bring that weight down and stick a shrine mech, a self-righting mechanism on for the next wars, do we not?
We need something to self-right or flip ourselves over, that's right. That is somewhat of a requirement now.
And Joshua, have you enjoyed yourself?
Yes.
Good, he said that very positively. Back for more clawing in the next wars?
Yes.
Should have been known that you needed soft rider, lifters, all that stuff. So kind of weird, man.
So, Claude Hopper go, out Hammer and Tong and Bigger Brother go through. Next up, Spikosaurus, Stinger from Lincoln, and the Bulldog Breed 2.
The menacing machines for the melees. This is Bulldog Breed 2, and apparently it could flip 2 of me with that. Don't ask how much that is. Tony here, you should really be back in Walsall because your wife is due any day now.
Yes.
Talk about getting your priorities mixed up. Spikosaurus, 2 18-inch fixed spikes there. Ouch! This should keep them up the right way, we hope. Basically, brute force and ignorance for this team. And speed, I hear. We shall see. This is an interesting bot. Stinger, designed by 3 engineers. They know what they're doing. There's 2 separate receivers in here which work from the same transmitter, which apparently can make things a little twitchy in the proceedings, which will be interesting. What happens is these spin around very fast, and when they break, that's when the axe just gets flung over. And if they put it into reverse, that's when we see robot rehab.
Okay.
From Walsall, Bulldog Breed 2.
Flipper and rear spike provide the weaponry tested on 2 work colleagues who were thrown 8 feet into the air. British Bulldog spirit or barking mad? In the 3rd series, displaying Bulldog Breed, they tried to round up Robo Pig, but ended up in the doghouse. And in came Shunt. Walkies! And out went the Bulldog Breed. Out of the arena, that is.
Hi, this is Bulldog Breed 2. I'm Tony Summerfield, team captain. Robert Summerfield, weapons. Tony Bond, driver. This is a CO2-powered robot, powered by 3 CO2-powered cylinders, giving an enormous lift. Twin wheelchair motors, driven from the back. To keep the theme of the dog has got a tail, a spiky tail, and all the controls, as you can see, are visible through the polycarbonate cover. The motors are designed to pull a 21-stone man up a 1 in 4 hill at 5 miles an hour, so enormously powerful. We tested it on a 2.5-ton forklift, which we pushed at 5 miles an hour.
From Manchester, Spikosaurus.
Named because of the 2 spikes at the front of high tensile steel, has a 3-mech, can pull a car, gets up to 17 miles an hour. Oh yes, you have to get on your bike to keep up with the spike.
Hi, this is Team Spikosaurus. Lee, myself, Stuart, Andrea. Our robot is built for power and speed. There's nothing more to it. We've got 12 stone of awesome power with 18-inch spikes on the front. The roll bars on the top so that we can roll back over if anything happens to us. And we're here to have a good time.
From Lincoln, seed number 30, Stinger.
A spinning, whirling dervish with a narrow axe weapon at the back of the steel shell, mobilised on customised motorbike wheels, and the top speed of 18 miles an hour means the Stinger goes like a missile. But goodness me, the missile controls went all wrong in the last series. They simply couldn't control Stinger. And after 50 seconds only of its battle against Mace... whoops. And out they went.
Hello, this is the Stinger team. On my left, I've got Carl Skinner with the software. On my right, Tim Mann with the electronics. And I'm Kevin Scott, the team captain. All the workings are inside these domed wheels here, which drive round. And when we stop, we lift the tail.
If you remember Stinger from the last battle, we had the pizza cutter weapon. This year, we've replaced it with a better weapon.
Do you think that's big enough to get Killer Lot?
Roboteers, stand by.
We want to go with Spikosaurus, and I want to go with the Bulldog. Again, like with Stinger, 2, never really been a fan of those type of double wheel kind of bots. So, yeah, we'll keep it safe on these two robots.
From Walsall, Bulldog Breed 2, Tony Bond's the driver.
Oof.
Tony Summerfield's the mechanic. And there's little Robert Summerfield, the weapons operator. Spikosaurus, Stuart Pearson in the controls. Used to build bombs when he was a young man. Goodness me. And Stinger with the 3 engineers.
3, 2,
1.
Not only did Stuart Pearson build bombs, but also detonators at a young age.
Right.
Spikosaurus
Nice.
rolled over by Bulldog Breed. Rolled
Damn.
over for a tickle on the tongue. Got straight up, which is good to see. Stinger with the great axe on the back, slamming down like a mighty pendulum. They say it's better than the pizza cutter. Well, boys, we didn't see the pizza cutter last time round. You were in the pit too quickly. Spikosaurus going good mobility up to 17 miles an hour. And on the right-hand side, Bulldog Breed 2 on the left with a front flipper. Bang, bang, bang goes Stinger. Onto the reader floor. Hey! The hoppity hop for Stinger. All the controls, by the way, the motors, the power electronics, are mounted in the wheel. Spikosaurus bounces down, a little bit lucky. Stinger flies around. Does a bit of a wheelie and a spin. Bulldog Breed, a lot more cursory in its approach. More pensive, taking on Spikosaurus and rolling it. Shunt came out briefly. Spikosaurus back. Stinger up on one side. It's mad, isn't it, Stinger? Look at this. He doesn't care, Stinger. Bulldog Breed flew it up in the air. Comes back down. You're supposed to attack the other robots, the house robots, not the arena floor with the weapon. Who's in control of that Stinger weapon? Who's driving it? Is there anyone there at home? Meanwhile, Spikosaurus is locked onto the arena wall. We saw that. Comes out now flying. Stinger revolves madly. Great value. In comes Bulldog Breed 2 with a little flick underneath Spikosaurus again. This is very close, you know. Stinger's doing its own thing out there. Like the loony who dances by himself in the disco on a Friday night. You've all seen them. You've all been there. Well, I have. I know. That's another point, though. This is shunting on Spikosaurus. A Bulldog Breed slams Spikosaurus almost back in the CPZ now.
Nice.
Shunt came out very, very hungrily and said, Bulldog, you're mine. Come on. Oh, hey, Stinger in on the attack again. Bulldog Breed 2's lifting ramp seemed to be open. Stuck open. Is it stuck open? I wonder. Hey, gets the axe from Shunt anyway. I don't think it's going to be closing at all. Stinger, there's the bag lab. Who's he? Who was that in there? With the great curly perm. Great stuff. Stinger.
Okay, Stinger.
Spinning. Spikosaurus flipping. He's pointing. He's flipping. Barking. That's what.
Whoever was driving Stinger was driving really good. Much better driving than they did the first time. So props on that. Impressed me a little bit, you know?
What it is. And the Bulldog stands still. Goes to the judges.
Who won?
Splendid entertainment. Not too sure about style and control.
Well, that's definitely going to go to the judges, so let's take another look.
I think Bulldog Breed 2 did enough. Rolling Spikosaurus there, and again on the attack. Look at Stinger in the background. Flamboyant to the extreme. Showed great aggression, though, even when pressurised by Spikosaurus. Certainly good movement throughout. A willing participant. It's going to be very close. I think that could just touch it away from Spikosaurus there, you know. Wait and see.
It's a unanimous decision. Spikosaurus are eliminated.
R.I.P. Spikosaurus.
Good try, guys.
3 kilowatt of drive just didn't impress the judges, really, did it?
It certainly didn't.
Why? What happened?
What can we say, really? We had a good match. We got to the ends, but we took a lot of battering from the other two robots.
Show us your damage, then, at the autopsy.
Well, we've got a lot of bent roll bars, which they saved us, but they got bent in the end. And we got at the front, we got a lot of damage.
Oh. You really are in pieces, aren't you?
Good fight, though.
They did good.
Oh, but there's not even a plate competition we can enter them into. For runners-up, Spikosaurus out with Claude Hopper. This is how they line up then. Bulldog Breed 2 will meet Bigger Brother, and Stinger will meet Hammer and Tom.
We're like the generous butchers here on Robot Wars. We like things on a large scale. So would that be a huge slice of pinball, madam? Let the trials begin!
Spawn of Scudder with 245 points, dominating this test of driver's skill and control. Some very good robots to come.
From Bournemouth, seed number 3, Razor.
Won virtually everything there is to be won in Robot Wars except the title Grand Champions. Winning world and international title holders. Razor, electrically powered, 9 tons of hydraulic piercer. Won't come into play here because it's points on the board that matter. Attacking the barrels straight away. 5 points for each of those barrels sent scuttling, so 20 points easily picked up. Comes head to head with Dead Metal. Trying to get in behind. Matilda here to score 50 points if they can hit that target. Side on, they just about got there. Razor, the target is lit up. Now, where do they go? Towards the car door there, bottom left of your picture, to pick up more points. Tentatively towards the car door. Open that door. More points on the board here. Yep. That's another 25 points scored for Razor. The door swings idly as they try and take on Killalot and get to the big 75. Time is ticking down for Razor. Killalot just nudges them away. You get some sense there of the size of Killalot. Enormous. And I think they're sacrificing points here for an attack on Killalot. They are. They're going for the hydraulic cable on Killalot. Trying to pluck away the cable, but they've ruined their efforts in the Pinball Warrior Challenge. Time has run out on them. They went for an attack and not for points. And why not? The crowd are there to be entertained. And they were with a steady start. 5 points for each of those barrels down. But I wonder if it was just about now, when they were too slow getting the 50, that they realised Spawn and Scudder's scoreline was too far ahead of themselves. They couldn't get there. We'll just add a couple here. 25 points for the car doors. But then we attack the house robots and kill a lot, the biggest of them all.
Oh, jeez.
That's what I think they did. That's why the score of Razor, only 95 points. Spawn of Scudder, still 20 points ahead at the top. But look at the robots to come, including Johathan, Firestorm, Kilohertz as well.
Hey, we told you it wasn't your average game of pinball. Let's see if they're faring better in the wars.
So surviving the number 30 seed Stinger and meeting Hammer and Tong, and Bulldog Breed 2 against Bigger Brother. And little Joe Watson of St John the Baptist School likes his Lego and Meccano and things.
This is our weapons and tactical expert, taking it rather easy for my liking. You're about to go into the arena. There's hundreds of people wanting to watch your battle, and you look like you're half asleep. What are you doing?
Resting.
Resting. What are your tactics, mate?
And flip them up and try not to get them up on the flip part. And try to get them on the other side of the flip part.
Yeah, they've got a flipper too, haven't they? But you've got some spikes.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens. And have you got a message for them?
Watch out, Spike's about.
I can't believe Tony's still here.
Yes.
Has she not produced yet?
Not yet. Twins.
It's twins and he's still here.
Damn.
Don't be dangerous, people. We want all 10 fingers coming out from you. You've got the tactics as a 7.5-year-old against you. Have you met little Joe?
We have, yes, unfortunately.
Yeah, because now it's going to be hard to beat him up, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Just helped him mend his robot.
Have you?
Yeah, just helped him mend it.
Oh, he's such a cutie, isn't he?
Yeah, I wish we hadn't.
Gentlemen, if you'd like to take safety covers off, please, and any chains and pins.
Well, it has to be carnage. That's why you're here.
Yep.
All I can say is, Tony,
We'll do
just
our best.
make your wife proud.
I'm kind of hoping for Bigger Brother to take this round.
Roboteers, stand by.
Yeah, like she's interested if she's in labour. Bulldog Breed 2. Tony Bond there on the left-hand side at the controls. Watching and waiting, of course. And Bigger Brother with the nation's favourite, Little Joe. His favourite's Roger the Dodger, by the way, from the Beano. Dodges immediately to the left-hand side, or rather, Dad Ian does. Tries to get the flipper in underneath Bulldog Breed 2. Oh! Gases being vented there. Now, they normally are aimed due to the pressurised system onto that flipper. I wonder if there's a problem with one of the pressure valves. I think there might be. And that'll lead to a lack of power in what was otherwise a fierce flipper, and it could give the Bulldog Breed 2 a chance to growl and growl menacingly towards Bigger Brother 2, and they're over.
Oh,
that's the end, I think, for Little Joe and Daddy, and over they go. And there's the gas. There certainly is a problem with the pressure flipper. They won't be able to self-right now. The flipper is their SREMEC, if you like, self-righting mechanism, but gas isn't getting through to it. There's no pressure. Oh dear. Oh,
over.
No, Little Joe, it isn't. But, you know, all's fair in
I'm crying for him. That's why I'm doing that.
love, hate, Robot Wars. That's a bit of a lesson to you, son, as you grow up in the world of Robot Wars. You know that, you see, we love Kill-A-Lot and we love Bash, and that's fair to us, what they're going to do with your machine. Joe, don't have nightmares. Come back next time around with a new machine, because we're going to smash yours up.
Yeah.
We're going to burn it. We're going to torch it.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to destroy it and mash it. But that'll buy you or build you another one. Honest. Go on, Matilda, have a go. Go on, all of you, have a go. Joe, you can tell your classmates at school how we destroyed your robot Bigger Brother. It isn't fair, you're right. I'm horrible, aren't I? I'm horrible. Go on, put it in the pit. Go on, get it down the pit. Bash.
Get it down.
Take it away. Tell your teacher, Joe, at St John the Baptist School, what a horrible man I am. And 100 lines to me, be kind to the Bigger Brother. But Joe, cheerio. Oh no!
What?
It's still in there, teetering on the brink of the abyss. Surely not with Kill-A-Lot. No, shunt. The coup de grace. Please come back though next time, Little Joe.
Cease.
Bulldog Breed 2 didn't have a lot to do.
Damn.
I'm all broken up. I really am.
Well, another seed bites the dust. Bulldog Breed live to bark again. The winners of Bulldog Breed.
Good job.
Hello, Little Joe.
Hello.
What do you think happened there, mate?
We must have broken something, or we lost, and Daddy forgot to do the gas last time.
Daddy forgot to do the gas last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, it must be bad when you're carrying some baggage around with you, you know. It was all over rather quickly, and you were seeded. I thought you were going to go quite far this time.
Yeah.
Are you disappointed? You looked a bit upset in your box there.
Yeah.
You'll get over it. You'll be back again, though, won't you?
Yeah.
All right, Little Joe. Nice to see you again. Philippa sends her love. Let's hear it for Big Brother 2. Cheers. Well, I suppose you feel really big and clever now, breaking the little boy's heart, don't you?
I have to apologise, but considering we were called a puppy in the last war, we had to come back better.
Well, you're through to the next round. Let's hope you go far. Let's hear it. Bulldog Breed!
Good job.
Hello, strategist. Come on, Dad. We want to talk to you as well. You're not escaping that easily. It's time for you to put your effort in now, because otherwise Joe's coming back with a different dad for the next wars, isn't he? Oh dear, he certainly laid you in the thick of it, didn't he?
Yeah, we had a failure this time though.
Oh.
You see?
So what happened?
You see down there?
What's that then?
That's the high pressure into the gas ram. It's snapped off, clean off there. Just there, see it?
Yeah.
I'll open it up and then you can have a look with your camera.
It's the tiny things, isn't it, that make all the difference?
In my case, yes.
So, Bigger Brother go out. Bulldog Breed 2. They haven't looked great, but they are through. Next up, Hammer and Tong against the Wild Stinger.
Oh, this is going to be a...
Okay, Dave.
It's very scary in here, I tell you. These things are incredibly painful. I've seen scars everywhere. Lots of cuts, not just the robots that get wounded here. Can you hear that audience cheering for you?
Yes.
Can you hear it?
We've got 50 people out there.
You've got 50 of
We've
your
got
own
50
fans.
people.
Oh.
Where's the local derby? Because they're from Lincoln as
Yeah,
well.
the other team, they're friends from Lincoln.
Yes, they're friends of ours.
Oh,
It's
dear.
a bit sad.
Well, might have certainly the other way around.
Yeah, I mean, if it works, it should be, but it could always stop.
Look at that. There's some house robots waiting for them. Oh. So the pressure's not much then, is it, with like half your village out there and half of Lincoln? Whew! But it's going to be a good fight, isn't it?
Yes,
Because
it
it's
will
a
be,
friendly
yes.
one, we hope, all
Yes,
coming from the
local
same
derby.
place.
They say they're going to be gentle with us.
Oh,
you know,
don't
but-
believe a
no, I
word
don't
of it.
No way. All right, let's go with man, this is tough. This ain't easy. You know what? Let's go with Stinger. Let's go with Stinger, guys.
Volunteers, stand by.
Prove
Here
me.
we have Hammer and
Come on.
Tong then. Stuart Smith's a consultant engineer, Paul Schmidt a garage owner, Oliver Smith's at Queen Elizabeth Grammar School. And there's Stinger. One thing that amazes me about Tim Mann and the crew, they've got 50 friends at all.
3, 2, 1.
Only joking, boys. The whole of the village is here, they say. Slower start for Stinger, building up pace. Can get up to 18 miles an hour. Slow revolution. In comes the bigger axe. Actually described it to us as a narrow-shaped axe. It's a mighty one. Crashes down onto the top of Hammer and Tong. Scavenged the flipper Hammer and Tong from a mate. The spike. Oh, it's been bent, has it? Have to see that again. No, it's okay. Folded back on itself, the spike, as a protection. As it slammed on the arena floor, it's okay. Very unusual robot, super design. Really, the design in this series from all the robots has been so splendid. The sportsmanship, in the pits, out of the pits. The minds that put Stinger together, something else. Bashing down on Hammer and Tong again. Well, it's not a great display of mobility around the arena, is it? Oh, crunching down on the arena floor, the spike. Underneath, Hammer and Tong comes Stinger. Little attack from the rear. Spinning again, but Hammer and Tong just watches for him to stop before maybe attacking. No. Has Hammer and Tong been immobilised here? Immobilised longer than 30 seconds, boys, you're out. Matilda comes in. There's Kill-A-Lot. I think Hammer and Tong, something's gone wrong inside. I think they're immobilised. Kill-A-Lot does so. Look at that. Crumpling, crushing, formidable force from Kill-A-Lot. And Hammer and Tong, all that work that's gone into that robot. Such a shame. But something went wrong with the Eternals, and that was the end of it. It's Stinger that go through. They look pensive, just watching on, but they know really their damage has been done. They know that Hammer and Tong are out of it. Kill-A-Lot, bash, dead metal in the middle. Oh dear. Oh, it makes you weak, doesn't it? Does it? No, not really. If truth be known. In comes Kill-A-Lot. Again with that lance. You see the lance? It can twist and turn and really grind in the guts of a robot. Just held aloft. Oh! The arena flipper. That's great. I love that. When that happens, over goes Hammer and Tong.
Cease.
And Stinger dancing with delight. There's the fan.
That guy might be the highlight of this episode right now.
Well, Hammer and Tongs get absolutely hammered. Stinger go through. Come on, lads. Well, you were called Hammer and Tongs, but you got bludgeoned to death, didn't you?
We did.
And they were supposed to be our friends from Lincoln. They said they're going to be gentle with us.
That's some robot, that, isn't it?
That's it.
And he was hitting you with some force.
Yes. Yeah.
And then, of course, you went waltzing with Sir Kill-A-Lot. That never pays off, that, does it?
It's a big boy, that one, isn't he?
Have you learned any lessons about what you're going to do to build a robot that's going to compete in this competition?
I think we need one that's less pretty, less delicate, and more heavy metal, and
tell you what,
faster,
it's
and
less-
lots of things.
It's less pretty now, though, isn't it? Ladies and gentlemen, give them a round of applause. Come on!
What a backup.
Well, good battle. You're equipping yourselves very well as well. You're fighting Bulldog Breed in the next round, and they've got a flipper, but that shouldn't really bother you, should it?
We had a go with them in the melee, and the flippers tend to just flip one wheel, and it's still there, swinging.
I know, it shouldn't, I mean, you've got no problems there. You're sort of self-righting. You can work on both sides. What is the force of that hammer? It is
Well, it's
awesome.
about, I don't know, 6 kilograms with a couple of horsepower behind it. And the wheels are 60 kilogram. They're rolling, and they just swing the tail over.
Such an awesome robot. That I think you might go far. Ladies and gentlemen, let's
Thank
hear
you.
it for Stinger!
a dirty job, wasn't it? But somebody had to do it. Look at all...
Purely cosmetic damage.
Oh, yeah,
Purely
they all say
cosmetic.
that,
Yes,
don't
that's
they?
right. We'll be back in the workshop, but we might actually relax a little while before we start building the next one.
Can we just have a few less wheels next time?
We could do.
Perhaps two.
We could do, yes.
And a big
2
axe
wheels,
and not
yes.
much bodywork.
Probably. We still have 2 engines, though. We're going to have 2 engines. Smoke and noise.
OK, you're still proud. Go home proud.
We've done it, haven't we? I'm sorry that we didn't have a chance for Oliver to show his driving prowess.
Oh, next horse. He'll be back. That was awesome driving. I take it back about the twitchy controls. And there are the 2 robots, really, because that's where it's at, isn't it? The 2 wheels.
This is the main chassis part.
Yeah.
But as you see, there's nothing to it. There's no workings apart from the gear. All the workings are just going to be revealed when he pulls that lid.
Exactly. Now, I'd like to make a suggestion here. If you'd had some barbs on your spike, show us the spike. You could have done more damage, because you're going in and out, you're pulling, but you're not actually... You've had some nice barbs. That's what I would have liked.
We could have had barbs. We could have punctured things, but they can get caught. They can get sort of dug in. And we took the view we'll just bludgeon things and nothing can grab that. We can't get hooked on a fence on the side or a griddle or something. I mean, OK, it's the sort of a chicken's way of doing it, but...
But it's the safe way, and it'll get you there, definitely. An awesome robot, you didn't need the barb.
Cosmetic damage to hammer and tong. That's like saying Mount Vesuvius is a firework. Good final, eh? Stinger against Bulldog Breed 2. Stinger.
Definitely going to be an interesting bout. I think I want to go with Bulldog on this one.
With the axe. Bulldog Breed 2 with a flipper and rear spike. Stinger for me. Starters' favourites.
4 robots now rusting in pieces. Another one's about to meet its mechanical maker. It's the 3rd and final round.
This is how they got to the heat final. Well, they fought against Spikosaurus together and combined well. There's Bulldog Breed 2 flicking Spikosaurus once and twice. Stinger on the attack too. And then so impressive against Hammer and Tong. Bash and crash. Bit of dash. Hammer and Tong beaten by the house robots in the end. Meanwhile, Bulldog Breed 2 was disposing of bigger brother with the engine problems. Problems from shunt.
We were in the same driving arena with them this morning. We were standing next to each other, and now we've got to knock them about.
We've got something to prove, really, because in the last war, Craig said we were drunken drivers, so this year we've got to prove him wrong.
Oh, right. Well, let's see you walk in a straight line. Nah.
We will.
Sorry, guys, but I don't think we can do it. I've got a message for you, Tony. You're not going to believe this.
Uh-oh. Hello? You'll have to wait.
There's nobody there. Oh, you fell for that for a split second. Did you?
No, not really. I've got my own in my pocket.
Did you?
Oh, but he can't go now. There's no way you can go now.
All right. Well, anyway, the doors are about to open. The audience are waiting for you. Okay. That was mean of me, wasn't it?
I was messed up. Good job. Oh, Bulldog.
Bulldog Breed 2. Grant Lincoln, seed number 30, Stinger.
Stinger has the fan club. Bulldog Breed 2 has the emotional support for Tony Bond.
Stand by.
Wife with the baby June. Here's Stinger, Kevin Scott, Carl Skinner and Tim Mann. Good competitors. Drunken drivers? No. Bulldog Breed 2. Tony Summerfield, Tony Bond, Robert Summerfield there.
3, 2,
1. Activate.
14-year-old Robert is the weapons operator for Bulldog Breed 2. There's Stinger. Just spinning so wildly. Just easily bumping up on the side of the wedge-shaped Bulldog Breed 2 from Walsall, Stinger from Lincoln. That is a fairly fierce weapon, isn't it? But is there any great control of the weaponry? Does it matter, really? I don't know. It comes slamming in on Bulldog Breed 2. No, veers away in the end. They're a bit tentative here, aren't they? Just feeling each other out. I don't know why. They know all about each other. They fought together against Spikosaurus. That's a bit dangerous, going on the flame pit. Don't forget, inside those rubber tyres, the wheels, all the controls, custom-made wheels. Small motorbike wheels, in fact. Up and over! Bulldog Breed 2 using the flipper. control, style, damage and aggression. Matters in Robot Wars. Very close, this one. That's the Bulldog Breed 2 team we've just seen. Stinger, a side attack on the Bulldog. The jaws of the Bulldog are open. Ah! CO2 being vented there! Bulldog Breed 2, we can see gases coming out again. See this earlier in the programme. That's a pressure problem. That'll affect the flipper. Bulldog Breed 2 is in trouble here.
Yep.
Listen to the gas escaping. You can see the CO2 coming out underneath Bulldog Breed 2. That's such a shame. Stinger looks to be home and hosed here. Oh, that's such a shame. Oh, look at Bulldog Breed 2 now. Smoke, sparks from dead metal. Rotten end to what looked like being a fantastic heat final. Building up nicely. In comes Shant and Matilda now. They have their prey with which to play. Dead metal slicing. There's the Stinger fan club. I want to see the lad with the wig. Well, is it a wig? One wonders. Bulldog Breed about to be chomped. A bone of contention. The Bulldog with the house robots. There's Killalot. It's great when you see Killalot turning and spinning like that. Tossing away a robot. Oh, crumpled though, bent and buckled, and in comes Dead Metal again. Question here now of Bulldog Breed 2 counting down the precious seconds to the end of the heat final just for damage limitation. They know they're beaten up and over. Up and over to whom? To Killalot, of all people. Up and away she goes. And there he waits. In the blink of an eye, a red, horrible eye.
Good try.
And it's all over for Bulldog Breed 2. Stinger is the winner.
Bulldog Breed is in the doghouse. Stinger's through to the series semi-finals. You're more like a puppy now. What happened there?
Sorry, guys, they hit us a bit hard. They knocked something out, so...
They bludgeoned you to death. Your flipper went... They gave you a serious pounding, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
But don't you believe that they've built an almost indestructible robot? I mean, what can you do to it?
That's the difficulty. What can you do to it?
Unless you get something and flip it completely out the arena. That's the only chance you're ever going to get, isn't it?
That's right, or
Next year.
If they can drive it down the pit.
Well, that's it, yeah.
Give us all a chance.
Give you all a chance. Have you enjoyed it?
Of course we have.
It's been good to have you. I bet you're feeling rough now, though, aren't you? Rough. Ladies and gentlemen, Bulldog Breed. Cheers, guys.
Not bad for a rabble without a clue, is it?
A rabble without a clue. It is almost indestructible. What do you do to defeat that robot?
Hit it as hard as we can. Hit and run. That's the name of the game.
How do you see a robot that's going to beat you? I mean, what kind of robots are out there that you think, oh, I wouldn't want to come up against that?
Bladey ones are going to have a go at the tyres. There's no question about that.
Yeah, but I can still roll without the tyres,
It don't need tyres now.
No.
They do help, but yeah, the tyres, you're right, flipper does out of the ring, that's going to kill us.
Yeah. Is it difficult to steer? Because sometimes it looks like it's a bit hit and miss, you know?
You got sort of up and down and left and right, and it reverses depending on which way the tail is and which way the wheels are. But it's just practice.
Well, you've certainly got a sting in the tail. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Stinger! We don't use camera tricks or hidden trapdoors. The danger's for real on Robot Wars. Bye-bye.
18. Let's see.
Bye, Robot Wars.
See you next time, Joe. Coming next in our search for semi-finalists, Weldor from Ireland, seeded 28 in the bottom of the picture. And seeded 12 on the right, Evil Weevil. All that's gold may not glitter. Let's hope they don't end up bitter.
Not bad, Roboteers. All right, let's find the... see if we can get the list right here. Okay. It plays.
The 2 seed.
All right, boys and girls. So we got another episode, Heat J, down in the books. If someone would have told me something like Stinger would have won this, this series, I definitely would have, second guessed it, been like, nah, no way, no way, no way. So I definitely feel that this was the surprise of the Heat, especially with the final. So it was a nice little battle between Bulldog and Stinger at the end. So definitely pretty cool there. The first elimination round between when we had Bigger Brother, Hammer and Tong, and Claude Hopper was my least favorite elimination round out of this one. Definitely the other one was a little bit more exciting. I just feel like, Claw Hopper is in the wrong competition portion of this, Robot Wars. I remember us having those Walker battles, and as far as like if it would have been a Walker battle, this robot would be, a lot more appealing, but no flipper, no way to get back up. You're basically, easy pickings in Robot Wars if you're in, series 4 already, where you got flippers, self-righting mechanisms, almost a lot of the elite robots have something of that, to, get out of a jail-free card, you know what I mean? That they can get out of it. But, when I'm looking at Stinger real quick, I don't know if you guys ever played Twisted Metal, but like the series, they got that Axel guy. Starting to think about Axel, in Twisted Metal. But you know what? When you think about Stinger, it for the most part, it definitely does have good mobility. It's always spinning around doing crazy stuff, but it also has a bit of unpredictable unpredictable. I can't say the word right now, but hopefully you get what I'm saying. But because it's unpredictable sometimes, especially when it's on its side, which way it's gonna go, if it's gonna go left, right, once you get so it's you gotta I give credit definitely to the drivers. The driver controlling it, because it's definitely easier said than done. So this is probably one of those episodes right now that I'm more surprised with the winner. And I guess you could say definitely that's a good thing, because you want different robots. It doesn't have a flipper. It doesn't have a, pretty much a self-righting mechanism, but it doesn't need it because of the, the way it is with the wheels and all that stuff. So, its weakness is definitely going to be something like a Chaos 2 that is strong enough and fast enough to flip it. But yeah, with Claude Hopper and stuff, what was interesting though, because he said it's heavier and stuff, but when it's hard to gauge like weight from just looking at it. But to me, Hammer and Tong looked like that thing was heavy as hell. But Kill-A-Lot made quick work of that robot. Always sad to see the Bigger Brother team go out. It's cool. The little kid is very knowledgeable about his robot, so that's always pretty impressive to see. I definitely liked in the first elimination round. I think Spikosaurus, although he got eliminated, was very fast. I think they clocked it at 17 miles per hour, but it was a really cool robot. Fortunately, like the front parts didn't last throughout the bout, but when they showed it, pretty much in pieces. But it was a nice, cool looking robot. I thought definitely can come back. Hopefully they'll come back. Overall, I definitely say this is probably not my favorite out of all the heats that we have seen yet. It's not my least favorite, but it's not my highest ranking like episode. It's like I feel like it's an in between episode. It's not crappy where I'm like, but it wasn't like something that like was groundbreaking that I'm like jumping out of my seat. And I'm hoping we're gonna get some more moments like that. But with it that being said, it's with Stinger winning, I guess you can say that's kind of a little bit of shock value. But I'm still waiting for the moment where it's not really a lot of the house robots really destroying a lot of the robots. You know what I mean? I'm still waiting. I want that kind of jaw dropping the way Hypno Disc has done, and we haven't really seen anything to that magnitude. Some instances, but nothing crazy. So I'm still hoping, I'm still praying. But overall, again, not the worst episode, not the best episode for me personally. But not a horrible episode. It's definitely has bits and pieces that were good. Definitely, again, it's still flowing better now. Less trial action, and you're going straight to the final bout. So I love the way it flows. It feels quicker. It just flows more naturally to me. So anyway, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed the bout. Always love reading the comments to see what you guys think about the bouts, and always reading your own analysis on the robots and stuff, because you guys are the experts. We're just watching for the first time, so this shows that you guys have watched dozens and dozens of times. So we got a long way to catch up. There's a lot of robots to see, so hopefully we'll get a chance to continue our journey. God willing, and all that good stuff. So thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Peace and love. All the best.